Good morning again, guys. After my Beats X video the other day, the style that I did that video in, several of you seemed to really enjoy that, and I kind of liked it because it gave me the opportunity to use the product for longer than just a few minutes. So I decided to try it again, but today it's going to be a bit of a twofer. So the video that I'm putting out today, and then the video that's coming out in a couple of days, the next video on the channel, I'm going to be doing both of those today at the same time. So be on the lookout for that other video, because today we're going to be taking a look at these August EP750B noise-canceling Bluetooth headphones, and then in a couple of days we're going to take a look at this 2500 milliamp hour protective case and power bank with a lightning connector. So be on the lookout for this video coming up. But without further ado, let's go ahead and unbox these and get started. And here we have the headphones. Again, August EP750B. These are available over on Amazon for about $110, which for a pair of Bluetooth headphones is a little expensive, but we'll just see if they're worth that price. And you can see some features of it here on the front. Wireless headphones for Bluetooth devices, active background noise reduction, music sharing and receiver feature, integrated microphone, and multi-point to connect to 2 devices. So let's jump into it. User manual, really substantial carrying case with August branding on it, and even August branding on the zipper. And inside of the case, you get a little airplane splitter, 3.5mm audio cable, a braided micro USB cable, and another audio cable, this one presumably for your phone because it does have the TRRS adapter on this end, and then a card that says stop, read this before use. Basically talking about the product warranty and registration and everything. And finally, of course, the headphones themselves, and here they are. So as you can see, they do fold up completely. You just click them open like that. The cups themselves rotate just a little bit. There's a switch on this side, 3.5mm jack on the bottom, micro USB port on the bottom, presumably the microphone here, NFC tag on the outside, and then on the other side, you've got the multifunction call button, an LED, and then the up and down buttons. And it's kind of hard to see it there, but here on the inside, there it is. It says L on this side and R on the other. So all the controls are going to be on your right-hand side, as well as all the plugs. And it doesn't mention anywhere in the manual or on the Amazon listing that I can see whether or not this is covered in leather or not, but it does feel very soft and very nice. There's a lot of padding in the ear cups, a lot of padding in the band on top, and it's very soft. It's super supple, soft feeling. It's even across the top, but this is not padded, it's just covered, but very nice. They do extend out like this, and you can still sort of fold them up whenever they are extended. Let's just see how they fit and how they feel. It does say that they're supposed to be over ear, but the openings on the inside of these are a little small for my ears and probably for most people's ears. So it's gonna kind of go over ear, but it's not gonna be completely over ear. Feels comfortable though, just at first putting them on. If you're curious about the specs, they're right here. So we have Bluetooth 4.1 with aptX, Bluetooth distance, of course, 10 meters, frequency response of 20 Hz to 20 kilohertz, signal to noise ratio of greater than 85 decibels, noise reduction of up to 20 decibels. I've seen some others that I think were 12 and 15, so 20 sounds pretty good. It says around 15 hours of Bluetooth working time. With active noise canceling, it says 14 hours. Takes about 3 hours to charge and 540 hours of standby time. So I guess let's get started with these. So to turn them on, we're gonna hold the multifunction button here for 2 seconds. And probably just keep holding it so that it goes into Bluetooth mode, and the battery is dead, completely dead. So I'm gonna go ahead and charge these, and then we'll be right back. Well, I got more than a little bit impatient, so I went ahead and pulled these off the charger after probably half an hour. Turned them on, paired them up, just the same as you would pair up any other pair of Bluetooth headphones. Hold the button for a few seconds to turn it on and keep holding it, and then it will go to a red and blue flashing. Select it from the Bluetooth on your phone, and it immediately paired up. It says on the iPhone that it has 90% battery life left, so I'm gonna be a little dubious of that, but right now it's almost 11 a.m. and that means I'm gonna go ahead and get started using these. Let me try it and see how it sounds and everything first, of course. So I just picked a random song. Let's see. They get decently loud. Let me try the volume on here. Yeah. So the volume is controlling my iPhone's volume as well. Let me turn the noise canceling on as well. I'm not immediately noticing a difference, but it's not loud in here or anything. The audio sounds good though. It's got a decent amount of bass. When I turn it up, it can be a little too loud, which is not a bad thing if you like that really loud sound. And I can't hear myself talking, so apologies if I'm too loud. Trying some no copyright sound stuff now. It still sounds good. Yeah, the bass hits pretty decent. Not bad at all. Just to let you hear what I'm hearing, if you could, you're probably hearing that from Sound Leak. Here's one of the normal ones that I listen to. It actually sounds good from distance on these. There's a little bit of the Beecher competition. Yeah, the bass is pretty decent. Whew. It gets loud. Alright, so just initial thoughts and impressions on the sound quality. In a way, it almost sounds a little bit muffled. I don't know if it's where my ears aren't fitting into the cups properly and it's kind of pushing all that padding onto my ears. That could be it, because it does sound pretty clear whenever I don't have them on when they're just here. But the sound quality that I'm hearing out of it is pretty decent. And I guess what I'll do is I'll continue using these for the next few hours and I'll update you if I notice anything different. And actually, looking back through the manual for these headphones, it says to do the multi-point connection, all you have to do is power these off by holding the button for 3 seconds. They just went off. Then you power them back on, put them back into pairing mode. So they're now in pairing mode. And I'll go ahead and select on my Mac. There it showed up as a new device, so I'm going to go ahead and pair with it. And it says connected. And then it says press the up and down buttons simultaneously to activate multi-point. Use the Bluetooth menu on the first device to reconnect the headphones. So we'll do the up and down buttons, go back over to the iPhone, and it's not working. Not sure exactly how I got it to work, but I did get it to work. I kept trying the same thing over and over again and noticed that my laptop was not playing through the headphones anymore after I'd basically given up on it. So I went ahead and tried to pair to the phone again, and it did work. So right now, I hit play. I'm able to listen to stuff on YouTube through the phone, and then if I hit play on my laptop after I've paused the audio on the phone, in theory, after a couple of seconds, it said it could take up to 10 seconds. Yeah, it's playing the laptop audio through the headphones now. So it's very nice to be able to pair both of them at once. It probably will drain the battery on the headphones a little bit faster. Just keep that in mind. Anyway, back to playing videos and audio and stuff on the phone.
And just for the sake of curiosity, this is a quick test of the microphone built into the EP750, so that should be coming to the microphone here. So this should let you know what the sound of the mic is like. Although the video quality, again, coming from the laptop, it's not going to be all that great.
Okay, I've figured out the use for the noise canceling. I'm walking on the treadmill right now, as you can probably hear. And when I turn on the noise canceling, after just a second, it cancels out like 90% of the sound of the treadmill, my footsteps. It's working pretty decently well. I can still hear it when nothing's playing, but you're not going to be wearing headphones with nothing playing most of the time. So now I've got Netflix running again, watching an episode of Stranger Things, and I can't hear what's happening where my feet are, so that's good. It's good noise canceling for ambient sounds that are sort of rumbly. The sound quality itself sounds fine. Watching Stranger Things, all the sounds sound the way they have every time I've watched it before. I've heard a little bit of a click or a tick every now and again. Not a big deal, but I've heard it in several of the different audio sources, so there may be just something going on with these, and that was when I had the cancellation turned off. I'll update more as I know more. Alright, just finishing up the first season of Stranger Things. I'm not crying, you're crying. But these things have been going on for about 2 hours now. I'm obviously not going to wear them for the full extent of the battery life, but the short amount of time I charged them, it still says, yeah, it's still saying 70% battery on the phone. It said that almost immediately after I connected it though. It said 90% and then almost immediately went to 70. Still going strong. And of course I'm thoroughly draining my phone's battery down, so that'll be for the other video though. But I'll continue to use these and we'll wrap up in a little while. And I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap the video up here. After wearing the headphones for a little over 2 hours, 2 hours 15 minutes, something like that, I put them down, I left the house. When I came back, they were dead. Keep in mind, I had not charged them all the way and I just left them laying on the desk with the noise cancellation turned on. So they were sitting there draining themselves even though I wasn't using them. But that said, if you were willing to invest the time to get these charged up all the way, I have no doubt that they would last you a good 10, 12, I think it said 16 hours was the max. So you could probably easily get through an entire day using these. But after having worn them for a couple of hours, because they don't necessarily cradle my ears the way I would expect from an over-ear headphone, I did have some pressure points. They weren't hurting, I was just feeling the pressure and I wanted to take them off. But again, I'm not going to normally sit there and wear a pair of headphones for any longer than about an hour to 2 hours. So for that, I absolutely love them. The sound quality is great. Really nice, really immersive for Stranger Things. So I'm going to give it a thumbs up. If you are looking to pay about $100 for a pair of Bluetooth headphones, August definitely makes a good pair. I haven't tested out the NFC tag yet, but I am sure it's just like any other thing. If you have a phone that supports NFC pairing, it should work just fine. But that's where I'm going to wrap things up for today. So thanks so much to August for sending these out for me to take a look at. I've also gone ahead and wrapped up the video about this iPhone battery case, so if you want to see that video, make sure to come back in a couple of days. And subscribe to the channel to be notified whenever that video does become available, as well as all the other videos that I'm working on. Hit the like button on this video if you liked it, and I'll see you again next time.